help me. He didn't give me shit.
Who's your baby daddy?
Nobody. He doesn't matter. But he never gave me anything. And like everything that I had for my kids was what I worked for, what I paid for. I went to all of my appointments by myself. I went to I had my birth by myself. While I was at the hospital, I applied to a job by myself.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Are you listening to me?
I'm listening to everything you're saying.
So when I was in the hospital, I applied to a job because I knew I was going to do it by myself because he told me that.
Really make sure y'all follow the host chat, you know.
He told me that if I couldn't take care of them financially, I didn't deserve them. So I was working my ass off. As soon as I got out the hospital after having my baby, I was working. He told me that he would take care of the baby while I had my orientation. I was working at Twin Peaks. I called him and confirmed, like, are you going to take care of them while I go work? And he told me no. And he laughed in my face. And that's what made me, and then he tried to tell me that the baby wasn't his. So I was like, why the fuck would you come to the hospital if the baby wasn't yours? Like, don't sit here and try to lie in my face. I was like, I have to go to this job because this is how I take care of our kids. Anyways, he's like, I'm not taking care of the baby. You can figure it out by yourself. I didn't have childcare. I had nobody helping me because I took care of my kids on my own. I never asked anybody I didn't ask anybody for help. I never did anything. Like, I did that shit on my own. Well, he told me that he would take care of them for me while I went to work. And then he tried to switch up and say he wasn't going to take care of them for me. So I got mad. And yes, I went to his house and I drove
Where your baby now?
They're with their dad. You know why? Because he's withholding them from me because 2K got in his head and the internet got in his head, even though he knows damn well I took care of them kids their whole entire life. But all of a sudden I'm a bad mom and I can't take care of my kids when he knows. If he felt that way, he would have kept my kids away from me a long fucking time ago. But the internet has him thinking that he's this good ass dad. I'm sorry, I'm fucking drunk.
It doesn't matter. I mean, she wants to know an explanation, so she's hearing it.
Okay.
So now what?
Well, I went to his house.
Oh no, I need to know something because in my comments they just saying you dropped the baby off and you lied.
Yeah. Well,
so you gotta explain yourself.
Listen. Yeah, exactly. So I drove by his house. He was inside of his car. So I waited till he went inside and I went and I dropped my baby off and I was looking at him through the video, like through the window. And if you see in the video, I was looking at him and I was smiling because he told me he wasn't going to get my baby when he said he would. So you're not going to fuck up what I have going on that takes care of my kids because you want to you want to ruin everything I have going on for myself.
How old is your baby?
I took care of my kids by myself. I didn't ask him for shit. I didn't ask him for money. I didn't ask him for anything.
Does that make a difference though, Smiley, how old they are?
No, I said, how old is your baby?
I was working for my kids. Everything I did was for my kids. I never bought shit for myself. I never asked him for anything.
Well, who just asked me? Who just asked me that? What does it matter?
I did.
I
was just asking, how old is the baby?
No, I know. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
I have a 1-year-old and I have a 5-month-old.
Oh, congratulations on your baby.
Thank you. And he stressed me out about money so bad where I felt like I was trapped and without me even being happy, I felt like I had to sit here and worry about money because he made me feel that way. He told me if I couldn't take care of my kids, then I didn't deserve them. So I was always stressed out of money straight through postpartum. I got pregnant, had my baby, got pregnant again at 18.
That's that question, right? So I completely understand where you're coming from. You paying attention to me and you talking to your friend. You dealing with your friend.
No, I was hitting my baby.
Okay, listen, on some real shit, because I'm going to give it to you blood raw. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat.
You were looking around and she was still paying attention.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm looking around. I'm doing 100 things.
That's what I'm saying. And she's multitasking
some streams on right now. I'm still talking to you. I'm still making time to talk to you.
Yeah, she's multitasking too.
Chilling without me.
She's multitasking.
But my thing is, right, look, excuses, I'm going to say, excuses are like assholes. Everyone have one. You right? You feel me? You know how that go, right? I can't even agree with you, friend, because I had my baby at 15. And I raised my baby by myself.
I raised my baby too, by myself. I was pregnant while I had my
But listen to me. I want to say something. I want you to
I carried that car seat with my big ass belly by myself.
But I understand you. I completely understand you. But there's no way that you can make all these excuses. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna say this.
What if she's doing everything that she's doing for her kids?
You don't talk to me.
Everything I've done for my kids was for my kids.
Exactly.
When I came to LA, it was because my baby daddy made me lose.
We can talk off the media.
The only
if you really
thing that
want to
was
talk.
helping me, no,
We
the
can
only
get
thing
off
that
the
was
media and talk to me.
listen, because you don't know my story. I had childcare and he got it taken away from me on purpose because he's bitter. The only thing that was helping me was my childcare. I was able to go to work until 5, even though I knew I was missing time with my kids.
Okay, let me ask you: are you working right now?
Yeah, I'm working.
What are you working on? Streaming?
I got a deal on cake. I got a deal with steak. I got a deal with everything. Like, I'm working for my kids, and my baby daddy wants to make my life miserable because of the fact that 2K and the rest of the internet is in his ear telling him he's this great fucking dad when he's not when he's
Let
not
me
a
ask
great
you a
dad.
question. Okay, you saying all this. So,
He's not even the one raising them.
huh?
Her baby daddy's not even the one raising her kids.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him having help. My problem is him keeping my kids away from me because of the fact that the internet's telling him to do this and that and telling them to keep them away from me. If he felt like I was a bad mom, he would have kept my kids away from me a long fucking time ago. I've been there with my kids. I never asked for help. Whenever I had both of my kids by myself, a fucking 1-month-old and a fucking 1-year-old who needed my attention constantly, I never asked for help. Not from my mom, not from nobody. I did that shit on my fucking own. I never got overstimulated. I never got anything. I dealt with that shit because those are my kids. Those are my kids, so I'm not gonna ask anybody for help. Not my mom, not nobody. Whether my mom could help me or not, I didn't ask anybody for help. I kept my mouth quiet, and whenever my kids would cry, when one kid needed one thing and another kid needed another, like, I would pay attention to both of them. I never got mad.
Valet, can you grab this phone and go by yourself so I can talk to you one-on-one?
I'm by myself. She doesn't have to help me with anything.
Listen, I want to talk. I want you to be in a closed space so I can talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you like a sis. At the end of the day, I don't know you, so I'm not gonna judge you. But from what you're telling me, I can just tell you and give you advice. You feel me? But I'd rather just. Can you get the phone and just go sit by yourself and talk to me?
I can go live on my account. I'm on Kick right now because I get paid on there. But I can go live on my account.
Okay, can you jump on my live right here? Where you gonna jump on?
Guys, go to Envy Vale with 2 E's
on TikTok, right?
Instagram.
You're gonna go on TikTok.
On TikTok.
Yeah, she's gonna go on TikTok.